Hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna talk about some of the most famous artists of all time. So let's get started. From the Renaissance to pop art, here are some of the most famous artists of all time. Unlike films, art isn't something everybody understands, so it takes a lot for an artist to really disclose in the public mind and acquire credit for being brilliant. The truth is, to be distinguished as an artist implies that your work has survived the test of time. And that is valid for our selection of the most famous artists considered here, some of who can be found at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Museum of Modern Art, the Whitney Museum, and several other areas. So without further ado, here is our list of the most famous artists of all time. Number 1. Andy Warhol. Beginning out as a commercial artist, he brought the ethos of promotion into fine art, even going so far as to say making money is art. Such attitudes blow away the existential declaration of abstract expressionism. Although he is recognized for captions such as Campbell's Soup, Marilyn Monroe, and Elvis Presley, his greatest invention was himself. Number 2. Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso is implicitly synonymous with modern art, and it doesn't hurt that he fits the generally held image of the fugitive genius whose goals are balanced by a taste for living big. He turned the field of art history radical inventions that include collage and cubism, which destroyed the stranglehold of representational material matter on art and set the rate for other 20th century artists. Number 3. Vincent van Gogh. Van Gogh is known for being physiologically unstable, but his arts are among the most popular and most famous artists of all the time. Van Gogh's technique of painting with flurries of thick brush strokes made of vivid colors squeezed straight from the tube would inspire subsequent generation of artists. Number 4. Leonardo da Vinci. The original Renaissance man, Leonardo is known as a genius, not only for masterpieces such as the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper, and the Lady with an Ermine, but also for his designs of technologies, aircraft, tanks, automobiles that were 500 years in the future. Number 5. Henri Matisse. No artist is as intimately attached to the delights of color as Henri Matisse. His work was all about twisted curves rooted in the ideas of symbolic art and was constantly concentrated on the beguiling satisfaction of color and tone. Number 6. Jackson Pollock. Hindered by addiction, self-doubt, and awkwardness as a conventional painter, Pollock transferred his faults in short but instead period between 1947 and 1915 when he performed the drip ideas that connected his fame. Avoiding the easel to lay his paintings flat on the floor, he used a house paint right from the can, throwing and dropping thin skins of pigment that left behind a solid record of his movements. Number 8. Edward Munch. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Munch's The Scream, the Mona Lisa of anxiety. In 2012, a pastel variant of Edvard Munch's iconic invocation of modern angst got a then astronomical price of $120 million at auction. Munch's career was more than just a single painting. Number 9. Claude Monet. Perhaps the most famous artist amidst the Impressionists. Monet conquered the varying influence of light on the panorama by bright shades of color produced as quickly painted strokes. Furthermore, his many thoughts of haystack and other subjects anticipated the use of serial comparison in pop art and minimalism. Number 10. René Magritte. The name René Magritte is widely recognized by art lovers and agnostics alike, and for good reason. He utterly transformed our expectation of what is real and what is not. When someone describes something as surreal, the chances are good that an image by Magritte pops into his or her head. Number 11. Salvador Dali. Dali was effectively Warhol before there was a Warhol. Like Andy, Dali's courted celebrity almost as an adjunct to his work. With their melting watches and eerie blasted landscapes, Dali's paintings were the epitome of surrealism. And he cultivated an equally outlandish appearance, wearing a long waxed mustache that resembled cat whiskers. Ever the consummate showman, Dali once declared, "I'm not strange, I'm just not normal." Number 12. Edward Hopper. Hopper's enigmatic paintings look into the hollow core of the American experience, the alienation and the loneliness that represent the flip side of to our religion's devotion to individualism and the pursuit of often elusive happiness. Number 13. Frida Kahlo. The Mexican artist and feminist icon was a performance artist of paint, using the medium to lie bare her vulnerabilities while also constructing a persona of herself as an embodiment of Mexico's cultural heritage. Her most famous works are the many surrealistic self-portraits in which she maintains a regal bearing even as she casts herself as a martyr to personal and physical suffering, anguishes rooted in a life of misfortunes that included contracting polio as a child, suffering a catastrophic injury as a teenager, and enduring a tumultuous marriage to fellow artist Diego Rivera. Number 14. Yayoi Kusama. Kusama is one of the most famous artists working today. Her huge popularity stems from her mirrored infinity rooms that have proved retailable for Instagram users. But her career stretches back over 6 decades. Starting as a child, the Japanese artist began to suffer from hallucination that manifested as flashes of light or auras, as well as fields of thoughts and flowers that talked to her. These experiences have provided the inspiration for her work, including the aforementioned rooms along paintings, sculptures, and installations that employ vivid, phantasmagorical patterns of polka dots and other motifs. So guys, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.